in general, Cardano has a lot of projects, some of which are marked at worth over $1 billion right now. Now, specifically, I don't think these projects are actually worth $1 billion, or sorry, 1 billion ADA. Not really dollars. I forgot about that. But because these are diluted market caps, meaning the total supply, not the circulating supply, they're pretty inaccurate. But I also want to mention that this could happen. Projects could be worth 1 billion ADA. And I don't think it's that far off that the two I'm talking about today are going to be worth a lot of money in terms of total market caps if they continue on what they're doing, building what they're doing, and also just attracting the people that they intend to attract to Cardano and specifically to their platform. Okay, so you're probably curious. We're going to dive right into it. The first platform or the first product on Cardano that I'm talking about is book.io or book token. Basically, the future of books. At least I think it's going to be, because right now, if you're an author and you're publishing books on Amazon KDP or, anywhere really, and you have a publishing firm, they take a cut. People take other cuts. You have to sign a bunch of contracts, print physical books. People resell your books. You don't get a cut of that. With this and NFTs, you don't have to print anything. It's all digital. And even if it was all digital before, it is digital now, and you get recurring revenue because every time someone sells one of your books to another person, you get a royalty on it. Things like that are huge for authors, and that's the reason that I think people are going to flock to systems like this that benefit them. And then naturally, as time goes on, the people who are supporting these authors and the people who want to read books from these authors will have to go to places like book.io because that's where the authors are publishing their content. But when you think about it, something like this doesn't really have to be on Cardano, but it is. And because it's on Cardano, it enforces a lot of things that are more secure and more decentralized and kind of less ways for other regulations and people to get in the way. And it creates a more clean, fair platform, in my opinion. And I do think a lot of people are going to come and use this and realize that this can make them a lot more money as a professional, as an author, or even for publishers. And in general, you just read through their page and you get it. I can see their vision. It makes sense. And they even have things like a token for people reading. So it's not just based off of, royalties. It's also based off of the readers wanting to stay there because they're earning to learn. And that is huge as well. Book Token even has their own mobile platform coming and a lot more. And I'm really interested in working with them more personally because I see a lot of value in what they're building and the vision they're creating for the future of books. Overall, they do have also some interesting investors that I covered in the other video another day, what I made on Book Token, where pretty much one of the largest media conglomerates and Ingram Content Publishing has put some money into this and also made them one of the most successful startups we've seen on Cardano in a long while, if not the most, at least in terms of venture capital funding. And I know most people don't like venture capital funding. It's icky, it's gross, but in a lot of ways, it does help the ecosystem. And if done right, I think it's fine, absolutely fine. A lot of good companies and great companies are built from that. So I don't think it's a big deal as long as the roots of decentralization and what they're building stay true. Now, on the topic of transparency, I also want to mention I do have some books. I'm showing you them right now. I plan on getting more. I'm just telling you, I do have some books. I don't have any book token yet. I plan on trying to get into that somehow. But right now, there's a little bit of, still water on how to get their book token. So I'm just letting you guys know I do have some of the books from book.io, and I probably will be minting more, but just do whatever you want. Don't base your decisions off me. I'm not a financial advisor, and I definitely just think book.io personally is a project I like. So make your own decisions, but let's go into the second project now, and also the one that I think is going to bring the most amount of capital to Cardano through their platform, and that is Axo Trade. They've been building for a long time now, previously known as Maladex, but essentially this platform is aiming to bring tools that no one's ever seen before. Not even in, sexes like Binance or other platforms or Coinbase, but even traditional finance world, the tools they have offered to them aren't as comprehensive and as programmable as what Axo Trade is coming to offer here on Cardano. And specifically, it has to be Cardano because of the features of Cardano allow Axo to do things that they couldn't really do anywhere else. And also, being decentralized, that's a huge part of it too. Now, DeFi on Cardano is pretty lackluster right now. It's simple swaps. It's nothing too crazy. It is enjoyable. And there's some great parts to it, but nothing that I would say is going to bring a new standard for trading overall never mind just on Cardano, but Axo is aiming to do that with a lot of different things. I made a video on them. I made 2 videos on them. I'm going to leave those both linked down in the description if you want a deeper dive. But the overview of it to me is that if you can have a tool for someone, for traders that act on billion-dollar markets or trillion-dollar markets every day from commodities and more, and you can bring that to people and allow them to trade things on an exchange like Axo in a decentralized way with more tooling than they've ever seen in their life, they're going to use it. It makes sense. They can make money off it. They're going to try to promote their capital and improve the amount of capital they're gaining from the tools that they're using. And Axo is doing just that. They're doing it in fair ways, and they're doing it so anyone, also you or me, can use this platform and benefit from those tools, not just the big people who've been in TradFi for 10 years and know what they're doing. Obviously, this isn't a platform that says, hey, put your money in here, just put these options around and you're going to make some money. It's not like that, but it gives you the tools so you can be conscious of what you're doing and learn along the way, which I think is massive, not only for Cardano, but just for people investing, people trading in general, and having a platform to do that that's also decentralized is massive. From way better ways of managing the market and market making, Axo is doing a lot of things other than just programmable swaps and letting anyone do whatever they want with their money essentially, and investing it or putting trades through in all different types of orders and limits, but also for the futures, indexes, options, and much more, all on DeFi. So a lot of these things, they've been done before on traditional finance, but they've never really been done on decentralized finance. And even a lot of what Axo's offering, as I mentioned earlier, hasn't been done on either. So something like this, and especially put through in a way where anyone can use it and benefit from it, to me, it's just inevitable that billions of dollars are going to go through this, especially if Axo delivers on what they've been doing or what they've been saying they've been building. And I'm pretty positive they have from a 90-page white paper, and people start to realize what's going on here. Side note, this billion-dollar project that I don't know if it's actually going to go to $1 billion, but I do think it'll bring in a lot of value to the ecosystem. I have 55 Axo tokens that I am in my vault that I'm going to be able to claim at some point. This is about 2 epochs or 10 days worth of rewards for staking with one of their stake pools back in the day. And I just thought I'd mention that for transparency's sake now. In general, I think these 2 projects, if you can't see it right now, are going to be major drivers in Cardano's ecosystem and pushing billions of dollars of capital towards the Cardano ecosystem from outside avenues that wouldn't have been here before without these platforms. Specifically because one, Book.io in general brings a new wave of audience members that now can notice, hey, NFTs, those things I've been hearing about that are bad for the environment, they can actually do my business a lot of good. And as an author or a publication firm, I can make a lot more money and not really have to give up any more of my time. So something like that is huge. And also Axo in general is a platform that is built for everybody, and it's built to bring tools that no one's ever seen before in finance to every single person, right? Everybody. That to me is huge. Creating more efficient capital in general is huge, and specifically doing it on Cardano as a base layer for security is going to be even more massive. Whether people realize it or not, they're going to be using a platform that has solid tools and gives them things they don't have access to elsewhere, and conveniently it's built on Cardano. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your friend Jack. If you enjoyed the video, stake to the Jack stake pool. I'll see you guys later.